welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing what I like to call a last minute Halloween makeup. So this is something you can do when you don't really have a lot of time to kind of do a full look, but you kind of want to obviously dress up for Halloween. So this is inspired by Crispy. She's done this look before and I'm going to give it a try today. The look is just a half skull, so leaving whatever makeup you already have on and just enhancing it with kind of like a face painted skeleton on half of your face. It's a really kind of girly look, even though it's quite gory. It's kind of like that nice mix between Halloween and still beauty. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Cool. So to start the makeup, I'm kind of going to map out everything on my face first. I'm just going to use a few creams from the contour kit that I have. This kind of just gives you like a cream base that if you make a mistake you can rub it off and it doesn't matter. And what I'm going to do is trace around my face where I want the design to be. You want to follow the natural shape of your face and where your kind of bone structure is as well. That kind of helps keep everything nice and symmetrical. And I'm just smoothing out with my finger as well, just so there's no kind of harsh lines that are going to get affected by the makeup later. So I'm going to draw out all the way from my natural lip line as well. And then coming back in to form the hollows of the cheeks. When you have kind of a basic outline of what you want your design to be, then you can start with the face paint. For the white of the skull, I'm going to use Clown White. This is just a cream colour, I guess. So you do need to set it with powder. I'm just going to take my big brush. So once that's done, I'm going to go over with my Ben Nye Super White Powder. It's just a face powder that's completely like white. Then just taking a big brush, I'm going to powder my face so that it's not creamy anymore. Because when you're using grease paint like Clown White, it does move around and smudge. So you want to make sure you always set it. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but I can still see those lines that I drew before and underneath the white. That's what I like, is you get like a really faded kind of design that you can then follow with the paint. And I find using a white powder rather than a translucent one is really beneficial to keeping the white colour of your base. Okay, I'm just using a pretty tapered paintbrush. And what I'm going to use is some Tag face paint or body paint. I think this is Australian brand, but it's just black face paint. And it's water activated, so using a bit of water on the brush and swirling it around. And I'm just going to draw around that first outline. I'm not going to worry about this bottom line so much, but more keeping that top line quite crisp. And I just did two little dots, well arrows at the top of my nose, because that's where I'm going to fill in. Now I'm going to do these cheekbones. And then just taking a line all the way across your mouth. Now this is a tricky bit, is doing all the little teeth. So what I'm going to do is go pretty light with the paint, not using too much. And teeth naturally get wider, well, bigger as you go further back in your mouth, like so. And this is when we're going to put all of the details in now. We'll get rid of this and we're going to go in with a smaller brush. Now for all the details, I'm going to use a Makeup Forever just black eyeshadow and a really tiny, this is another like special effects brush, it's just a tiny little blending brush. And I'm just going to kind of make all the shadows on your face. I'm going to do a shadow under this line. What I'm doing is blending out that line that we created with the paint, but using an eyeshadow because it's a little bit more forgiving. And what you do is just keep on going back and forth until that colour is blended out. And this gives the skull way more dimension as well. And then we're going to shade in those cheekbones as well. And I'm just blending out that shadow all the way. And now we want to go in between all the teeth and make those little shadows as well. Just as long as you're kind of like light-handed and you know what kind of shapes you're trying to make, it'll work out in the end. I'm going to make those extra kind of dimensional shadows, so basically following the same lines that we created before. I'm just under here. I'm going to blend out that line a little bit. And the same as down here. Filling in a couple of gaps. I'm going to take some more black face paint or body paint and just go underneath my jaw as well. And what I'm going to do is just shade that in again with some black eyeshadow. My camera just died. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to shade this line a little bit too. Now we're going to use Crayon White again and just a little tiny baby brush, and I'm going to redraw in all those highlights, so in the teeth, in between these lines. What I like to do is use the brush that's kind of wide like this and then turn it on its side while you're doing that flick. So you go wide and then turn it as you go further up, kind of draw it up. Now you can go back in with the black. I know it's a lot of back and forth, but doing these kind of extra steps kind of sell the look, make it look a little bit more realistic, even though it's a skull. Hiccup! Shh! And you can kind of extend some of those lines as well. So you're extending those lines a little bit up and a little bit down. You don't want to extend them over this jawline though, just in these kind of blank areas here. Then once you're happy with kind of how the skull shape is looking, then you can fix your eye makeup and head out. I'm just going to build on what I already had, so just adding a few darker colours in that crease. I'm going to use Naked 2 palette, big fluffy brush, and the colour Busted. Second to darkest. And then going in with Blackout, which is just matte black. So now all you have to do is add a pair of lashes or something, and then you'd be good to go. I hope you liked this very last minute kind of uninspired Halloween makeup tutorial. Let me know if you do this look, or if you have any ideas of future looks you'd like to see. Leave them all in the comments below. I find something like this is really good for those last minute kind of going out for Halloween and you have no idea what to wear. Something like this is really cool because it doesn't matter what you wear with it. You could just wear, I've got a Nightmare Before Christmas top, you could wear a skeleton, whatever you have. But yeah, it's kind of one of those really quick and easy looks to try. So thanks so much for watching this quick little Halloween tutorial, and I hope I'll see you on the next one. Bye!